Okay. All right. Excellent connection. Good. All right. We appear to be live. Cool. Everything actually worked for once. Shocking. Well, besides the stuff I had to fix right before going live here. As always. Hey Zalthar, hey Anver, hey Foamed, hey Extremes. Welcome. Alright. Looks like everything is going smoothly. Alright. Good. I had to, since the last time I streamed, I had to completely tear down my entire stream system, pull all the parts out from it, put it into another computer, get everything set up on that one, everything transferred, and oh man, that's why it took forever. Well, one of the reasons. Well, we'll get into the other ones. Hey Keeney, hey Drew, hey Antihero, hey JGO, hey Ivy, hey C:/, hey Corey, hey Tim, welcome. Welcome. Alright. So the last time I streamed was November 21st, and at that point I was winding down my last semester in school, doing all the finals and stuff, so I didn't really have a lot of time to stream then. And then I was feeling like shit from the finals until the next semester started. And then by the time the next semester started, I was trying to figure out how much time I would have to actually stream, because I had a lot more classes this semester than I did last semester. So I had to figure all that out. Hey, Hidden. Hey, Make Ton. Welcome. Feeling my shit. Well, today... So, we'll get into health stuff later, but today I'm not 100%, but I'm good enough to stream. My condition improved throughout the day. So let's see. In the time since I last streamed, let's see. I got a new phone. Here's my old phone. So the screen on this is a Galaxy Note 20 Ultra, which is already obsolete. Thank you, Samsung. The screen for it is bigger than my entire old phone, which is nice. The reason I had to get this was because this phone, this is a Sony XZ Premium from a few years ago. This phone, even though it was like the super top end phone from like 2018, I think, when I got it, it doesn't do calls over Wi-Fi. And because I use Google Fi as my mobile provider, you can't have a phone that doesn't do that on their network. And they told me this like 30 days before they were going to shut off all the old phones from the network. So I was like, oh shit, I better just go get a phone. So I got this. It was quite expensive. But it works. And then, of course, a month later, they came out with the better version of it. So that's how it do. Oh, that's how it do. Hey Fruit, hey Prism, hey Zach. I'm kind of feeling better. It's a roller coaster. We'll get into that later. And then some other stuff here. So the camera on this is quite a bit better, and it also works better for this thing. So much better remote camera for this. So one of the crazier things that I got is this headset, this VR headset. This is the Pimax 5K Super. I got a deal on this thing because apparently the old owner couldn't figure out how to use it properly. So I got a deal on it, and I did figure it out. So the neat thing about the Pimax is, here's what the Oculus Quest's lenses look like on this thing. You can see they're kind of circular, but there's a lot of spot in there that's just foam. That's just not actually screen. So compare that to what it looks like on the Pimax. So that is lens all the way to the edge there. And it actually works really well. It naturally fills your entire field of view with this thing, which is really impressive to see in person. Like, I guess it can be described as, hey, that's really cool, but until you actually experience it for yourself, it's pretty gnarly. What else? Besides that, computer upgrades. So I upgraded my system to a Ryzen 5900X in my main computer. Fully water cooled. So there's also a water cooler for the video card. I don't want to crack this open because it'd be a pain in the ass to do that. But it's got two 480 millimeter radiators on here, which is about double what you strictly need for a system like this. But hey, I like overkill, so I did that. This is still my server setup. In my last stream that I had technical problems with, I actually was doing the stream and coding on here too. Not doing that anymore. I broke that out into a separate system. So down here we got a encoder system. This is using my old 7820X system with a 1070 in here, and that's actually doing the stream processing. So shouldn't have any issues like we had last time. But as always, famous last words. Famous last words. We'll see about that, I guess. And yeah, I can tell you about the other stuff going on after we get into the old game here. So yeah, it's been like, 4 months since I last did a segment on this. So let's see what happened previously on Quest for Glory, Shadows of Darkness. Previously. Oh, did that? Yo, there we go. Okay. And then can we fish it down like that?
You feel a tug on the line. Yes!
This.
You carefully place some of the candy on the ground.
Okay, and then that brings over the will-o'-wisps, and then we...
You capture a few of the will-o'-wisps in a flask. You awaken as the sun begins to rise. The tiny will-o'-wisp flickers within its flask, then quietly expires. If only you had learned more about will-o'-wisps, maybe you could have prevented this sad loss.
Uh-oh. Z... L.
As you complete the name of the Dark One, you feel a distant rumble under the earth.
All right. Go get him. Automatic fight. Ultra aggressive. Maximum special attack. No defense. Get him. Fuck him up. Kick his ass, Seabass. There you go.
And retrieve a damp but readable scroll from its depths. It is the Dark One's bone ritual.
Who is it, Toby?
Will you die willingly for the one you love?
Toby looks a little bit like Alf.
No, Toby, no!
So shall the sacrifice be done. So is the sacrifice complete. I am again the staff of Erana.
Alright, sweet. Free staff.
I'm so sorry, Toby.
I don't know what you can do.
Wonderful!
Okay.
Wonderful!
Wonderful. Oh, please show up. Oh my god. I literally just fixed this before going live. What the hell? Alright, hold on. Oh, this capture card drives me nuts sometimes. Come on, StarTech, you can do it. Are you shitting me here? Alright, hold up. This is giving me problems right before the stream. Why you do this to me? Why, StarTech? Oh my god. Seriously? Well, good old Purry stream, huh? Alright, well, we'll do this. And then... Sure. Does this have 960? Nope, that's worse. 1440 by 900? No, that's... Sure. Great. I actually literally fixed this before the stream. And then it's not working again. Whispers in datapath. I would be using the datapath, but that's one of the things I was going to mention, is that I might have destroyed my datapath. Whoops. Accidentally. Why is it cut off like that? What? All right. Bring up the credits here while I try and fix this. Why you do this? All right. If I reset the transform. Okay, there we go. There we go. Okay. Now we can use this other video card. Other capture card. Okay. All right. Yeah, sorry about this, folks. It's live video capture production here. All right. All right. That all looks fine. Okay. Luckily, this doesn't do... This doesn't do resolution changes, so this shouldn't be an issue more than that. Okay, timer started. All right, so where we last left off, we are on the lookout for more of these rituals, the bone ritual or something like that. Why is this not coming up now? All right, hold on. The joys of working with a new system here. Come on. There it is. All right. Hey, boys. Yep, glad to be back. Okay, so we already got the one in the Mad Monk's tomb. We got the one at the statue of the squids. Hangman's tree, we got that because that was at Baba Yaga's. So it's just the Great Arch, which I don't think I can even get. And then Sir Gregor, which I believe is a wraith somewhere. So here's the map. I could have sworn I came across all of the spooky ghost rocks, but apparently not. So I think there's supposed to be a rock like right over there, and that has the one we need to advance the plot. So we can only find those at night. And what time is it? Okay, so kind of middle of the night. I'm not sure how tired we are. Not very, it looks like. All right, so let's go looking out for a spooky ghost here. All right, so yeah, what were the other things I was going to talk about? Let's see. So health-wise, things have been, I guess, not horrible. Uh-oh, someone's after us. It's just bats. Not horrible, but also not great still.
You have entered an eerie, deserted grave.
Oh, really?
Strange moans wail through the trees, and mysterious lights seem to flicker and fade among the tombstones. 2 large crypts dominate the cemetery.
Okay, mixer here. Okay. MT, so you should be able to hear the MT32 now. Why did this get unchecked? So I've been using different profiles to test things. So you should have been able to hear the speech there, right? You're hearing music now? Okay, good. So you heard the music in the speech? All right. I don't. So this is kind of the problem with testing stuff in OBS, is that I made some profiles to test some future stream things, which I will get into in a bit. But when you save and load profiles, sometimes it won't save weird random things, or it won't load them properly. Like, I think it doesn't load my mixer channels because I don't know. I'll have to look into that and file a bug report if that is the case, because that's really annoying, because I have a very particular setup for how that's all set up. Hey, Gander. So yeah, you can hear John Rhys Davies here.
Pine trees grow in profusion in this.
Pine trees grow in profusion. Okay, so the screen's north of the Leashy. There should be a spooky ghost rock over here somewhere. Okay. All right. Good. Thank you. Sounds like we got it fixed up here. So over by the gypsy camp here. Ah, there it is. Okay.
You feel a chill go through you as you enter this part of the forest, as if a cold wind suddenly sprang up from nowhere.
Yep. So this is... Oh, I forgot a thing. Shit. I forgot to do the thing. That's right. We can't play this at maximum clock speed. Otherwise that happens. Okay, so we got to turn off the caches and down clock. Okay. So now we're running in 486 mode, so we don't get instantly generated by the spooky ghost. Whoops. I'll still count that as a death because that's legit, I guess. Yeah, so that's a wraith, I think what they're called in the game. Oh yeah, that's true. We have important business to take care of here. Once this eventually loads. There we go. So yeah, that rock is a wraith. There's a wraith attached to that spooky rock, and it's supposed to slowly sap your health when you're in the presence of it. Even though I have like this talisman that's supposed to not do that, apparently it still does. And it calculates how much damage it does based off of the CPU clock cycles. So if your CPU is running really fast, like mine was, then it does a lot of damage very quickly. Okay, see now...
Feel a chill go through you as you enter this part of the forest, as if a cold wind suddenly sprang up from nowhere.
Now my health is at like 90% now instead of 0% immediately. Alright, get him. Alright, maximum aggressive, maximum special. Go get him. Alright, so that was an important thing that we had to do there.
The wraith vanishes into nothingness, and the air slowly begins to regain some warmth.
Okay.
The barrow contains treasure that the wraith collected while it was alive, or perhaps more recently from treasure seekers less fortunate than you. You find a diamond-studded brooch, a healing potion, and 15 gold crowns.
And that's it? Uh-oh.
You will find...
Okay, there's apparently another rock somewhere. Okay. Hey, Mattbox. Yeah, the music in this game's really good. This is the MT32 music. So there could be even better SC55 whenever we get to that. Oop. I just changed the battery in you today, Pen. Alright, well that says rock. Take my word for it. So gonna have to find another rock somewhere else, I guess. Ideally I want to get my health back though. So I think probably a good idea to... I guess I can hang out in the gypsy camp. They can probably take me in for the night. So yeah, the health situation is not really coughing anymore. About a third of the month, it feels like I've been hit by a truck, and I'm just immediately tired right after getting out of bed. And then the other thing is that I have this weird inflammation that comes and goes. That it's like my chest area just kind of swells up. Alright, gypsies. Let me crash here.
This would not be a good place to sleep. You tell the wolf about your adventures. He restrains an obvious yawn.
I guess you can't sleep in the gypsy camp. I thought you could.
In my dreams last night, I heard the Irana staff speak.
Okay, well this works out too.
It said the sacrifice had been made, the dead had risen, and the living had died. When I awoke, I feared it was you who made the sacrifice. I sent Davy to discover the truth. He climbed over the wall and started sniffing around where the staff had been. He became scared when he caught your scent there, but then he scented you going with a child to the inn. It is not our way to be concerned about outsiders. You have certainly become more than an outsider to us.
Oh, I think the MT32 is getting doubled. You can still hear the music, right? Because yeah, I had I unchecked the game only one that doesn't have ducking on it. Music's gone now. What? That's the correct channel. Why? What? Game only. MT32. Oh, I don't have it turned on. Okay. That's why. This is another thing where it was set to analog 3/4. There we go. Okay. Now we should be good. It was the thing. It did the thing where when I changed profiles, like half of the things just didn't get set correctly. And I'm pretty sure this is an OBS bug, because I'm pretty thorough on doing these properly. So that's why when I assume it's working and it isn't, then it's usually not my fault. Okay. All right.
You tell about Tanya, Toby, and the staff.
So the child has been restored to life through the sacrifice of Toby, and the staff of Irana is in your possession. Oh, with this you have undoubtedly angered someone very powerful. I would be very careful traveling at night if I were you.
Well, can I crash in your village then? Alright, I think I've spoken about those.
May your luck hold true. Be wary, for your enemies may soon act against you.
Okay. Alright, so I'm gonna make my way over to Irana's garden then to sleep for the night. So I'll have a safe spot to sleep. So yeah, this inflammation just kind of comes and goes. So okay, just keep going south till we can't anymore. And that'll get us there. Like today I had it in my hands and it actually made it difficult to type. Like I was trying to type up my notes for class this morning, and it was like I had fat fingers trying to type. And that was no fun. Trying to keep up with that. Uh-oh.
You're getting...
That's where we were going. Okay. I guess we are going up to town then. We're not messing with a Chernobyl. But yeah, as far as stream stuff goes, so when on the occasions when I do have time and am feeling up to streaming, the times that I will be streaming will be different from before. So I have class in the mornings now. Well, I say mornings, but they start, the earliest is at 11 a.m. And most of them are at 12:30. But to me, that's morning.
You deftly slip over the gate and into town.
Yeah, that's practically morning, right? It's morning somewhere. You know? So what I was thinking is that on some days I might stream like in the afternoon. Do a stream in the afternoon and then one at what used to be an early night for me. Sleep here. Yeah, morning enough, right?
You float gently in this ocean of harmony. You remember the happiness of being here before this. Now there is greater joy. You are not alone. You are filled with the warmth of friendship. You share your hopes, your dreams, all the best moments of your life, knowing that here is someone who understands and cares about you. You reach out to touch your friend, but there is no one there. You are all alone.
Spooky.
You gradually wake, shaking off the shreds of dreams that cling to your memory.
Okay. Alright, how we doing on rations here? 4. So we're gonna have to get some more of those. Alright, get our free breakfast.
Good day, and good to see you again.
So this guy doesn't hate us anymore, which is nice. He's not gonna kick us out of town anytime soon. So let's see, as far as the inn, we've rescued the daughter.
Nothing like a good breakfast to get you off to a good start in the morning, especially when everything's laced with garlic.
We've restored the humor to the gnome up here. We've helped out the Lishi. Or not the Lishi. The Domovoy? Whatever that thing that was perched up there. Let's see. Let's see if there's a note up here on our bed.
You unlock the door to your room and go in.
Okay, so nothing in here. I don't believe there's any more use for garlic in the game. But I don't think I need more of that. I do need more rations, though. So let's see, as far as stream goes, what'll happen now is before I would have, like, I do games 1, 2, and 3 during a stream. Now it's going to be one game, however long it is, per segment of the stream. So if I do an afternoon stream, they'll just be that one thing. And then the night stream might be something completely different. Like I'm doing PS Explosion in the afternoon.
That you're a real hero. People say you returned little Tanya to her parents. my.
And then like Lama Lana at night or something. Lama Lana 2. Which I will be getting to at some point in the near future. Hey, Chu-chan. Good to see you. Buy equipment. So we need, let's say, 3 more rations here. I think you only eat 1 a day, but let's get 6 because I think it's twice a day that you buy them. Okay. Afternoon streams, what time Pacific? So my classes,
As my husband used to say,
are
come back again, sunshine or rain.
my classes are from Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and those are 12:30 to about 2. So the earliest would probably be like 3 o'clock till maybe 6, 3 p.m. Pacific to maybe 6 p.m. Pacific. And then a night stream maybe from 8 p.m. to midnight, perhaps, on those days. So it just depends, like, what my schedule's looking like, how I'm feeling that day, and all that. But that's the idea. So with my current classes and class loads, I've been trying to figure out exactly how much free time I would have. And I have slightly less free time than I would have liked. But I am pretty sure I can make it work. So I'm only in 3 classes, but these 3 classes, like, I think it's because we're in our 3rd pandemic semester. The professors have kind of figured out, like, hey, since people don't have to commute to class, we can just give them double the workload now. So it's like there is so much more extra work that these classes have than the other ones, which sure, fine, like, you want to get a good education and all that, but it's like, goddamn, there's stuff to do, like, literally every day for some of these classes. Okay. All right. Get on 5-ish, nice. So yeah, I'm also in a Saturday class, 11 a.m. to about 2 for that one. So I'm finishing up my multimedia degree finally after all these years. And I still have one more semester to go after this one. But I only had six classes to complete after, or from this semester onwards. So 3 classes this semester, 3 classes in the fall, and then I'll be done. So I could have taken 4 this semester, and that would have been not a good time. I can already tell. I am so glad I didn't do an extra class this semester. And the other nice thing about my particular college situation is that the major that I'm doing isn't going to exist anymore. Starting kind of now. I've just been grandfathered into it. All right, spooky zombie dog. All right, so I'm still looking for a another one of those evil rock things. So there should have been one here, and there isn't. Man, this thing won't leave me alone here. Alright, so this is the lake, so we should be good here.
Hello there. Could you help me? This water is so cold and I need someone to help warm me.
Is there anything I would get at a degree that wouldn't already help me? Not really. It's more or less of a situation of I could have a very cushy, easy job that's already been kind of lined up for me, but the prerequisite for it is that I get a degree. So there we are with that. So I'm already fully qualified for something, but the condition for it is I get a degree. So might as well. She puts the clothes on, exactly. I'm not sure if I have to do anything with the Rizulka as a thief. I know as the other classes, you can resolve the Rizulka storyline. I don't think you need to do that as thief, but then again, I haven't done a thief playthrough before, so I don't know what else would be needed. Okay, so this is the screen with the killer bush. Dang, where's that last rock? So this is a dead end, as far as I'm aware. Oh,
feel a chill
okay.
go through you
Dang.
as you enter this part of the forest, as if a cold wind suddenly sprang up from nowhere.
Well, there it is. Of course, it's in the last screen that I looked.
Stop.
All right. I could have sworn if you got close to that thing, you would automatically fight it, but I guess not.
You feel a chill go through you as you Stop.
What? Maybe I have to run over to the right side of it? Okay, there we go. Jeez. But yeah, the particular degree that I'm finishing up is in the
wraith vanishes into nothingness, and the air slowly begins to regain some warmth.
The multimedia program. Eh?
The barrow contains treasure that the wraith collected while it was alive, or perhaps more recently from treasure seekers less fortunate than you. You find a hoard of 150
There we
gold
go.
crowns and a scroll with mysterious letters that seem to writhe and shift under your gaze. At the top is a stylized heart symbol. A few drops of ink under it remind you of dried blood.
Okay, so there we go. We got the heart ritual. Okay. The beating, rest is written characters. You can't read. Okay. All right, so there's 6 different rituals. We have 5 of them. I'm pretty sure the last ritual you can't get, I think. According to my notes here, which I currently can't write on. Let me change out the battery here. These stupid Lenovo pens have to use a battery in them for some reason. Yeah, it's written in Wingdings. I can't read this. Okay. So now I can write on this. All right, so Gregor, missing in forest, that was Gregor. So according to this, the only one left is the Great Arch, which I'm pretty sure I've already been to. So, I believe there is an event that happens though when you get 5 out of the 6 rituals. So I guess we'll just run back to town then. Alright, so we'll just run north to the river and then left to town. Let's see. So yeah, as far as classes go, one class is Design of the Media Message, which is a researching and surveying class. So I have to... The semester-long project for that is to research a media-related topic, and then like do surveys, do literature reviews, and other things to put together a research paper on things. Like a lot of the other parts of the class are doing like social media. How social media word of mouth affects movie ratings or something. I'm the only person in the class, me and my partner in the class, are the only ones doing a video game topic. And what we're going to be researching is the effect of demos and early access on the sales and critical reception of games. Because that's actually something that I've wondered about for a long time. Of like, was it a good idea to release a demo of this game for free? So looking at like historical data for that throughout the years, because I think there've been multiple times where a demo has made me purchase the final game, and multiple times where it made me absolutely not buy the final version. So that'll be the
slip over the gate,
the research topic that I'll be looking into for that class. So should be interesting. I will of course share the results for that as the semester goes on. But that's kind of what the media research is. So it's not like it's not helping cure cancer.
You are in this weird and wonderful place once more.
Or help solve problems in society. It's how can we make rich people richer?
Despite the beauty,
that's media studies for you.
You listen for the voice. It calls out for you.
And then, let's see.
You feel the darkness surround you, and you remember dying. You are overwhelmed with terror, and you remember running away. Your lungs struggle in the agony of no air, and you remember screaming. You are helpless and hopeless, and you remember the eternal loneliness. With all your remaining strength, you reach out to touch the voice.
Really does? Yeah. Well, I think in most cases...
Gradually wake shaking off the shreds of dreams that cling to your memory.
If you're a relatively unknown smallish developer, in almost every single case, you're going to want to release some sort of playable thing because you don't have prior rep, I guess, to fall back on. Like, hey, I know that person. They made something fun. I'll get their next thing. All right, I gotta get some more poison cure from this. Oh God. Okay, those get longer and longer the farther into the game you get. All right, caution loud. Caution loud. Caution loud.
I have made substantial progress with my Frankie since your last visit. With the MESS recalibrated, I was able to focus the initial stimulation and have achieved the first traces of independent muscular coordination. See for yourself. It is not often that ordinary people such as yourself have the opportunity to witness true genius. I expect that you are feeling especially honored just now.
Sure. I don't know why, but they made the music in this area so much louder than everything else. Yep, science, poison, healing, stamina. Sure.
I am looking forward to the successful completion of my Frankie experiment. My first attempt was a bush I dug up in the forest garden. The operation was a great success. Unfortunately, the patient died. I hope to correct that minor difficulty in my new experiment.
This motherfucker. He's the reason why I had to spend half the game trying to get that bonsai tree. Thanks, Dr. Cranium. Okay. So, let's see.
You are always on the go, my friend. Take care.
Sure. Alright, get our free breakfast here. So yeah, the second class is emerging multimedia.
You eat your plain but nourishing breakfast. It has more than a bit of garlic added for spice.
So it's like the history of computers. So I think I need to sleep overnight in the inn bedroom in order for the next plot thing to happen. So I'm just going to sleep in this chair until nightfall. Because if I try and do this in the inn bedroom, there'll be an animation that he does every time, and it's quicker to just do this here. So yeah, the second class is emerging technology and media. It's like computer history, immersive filmmaking, virtual reality,
You unlock
things
the
like
door
that.
to your room and go in.
But it's like an overview class. It's not like, hey, you do a bunch of VR stuff. Like, no, that's what other classes are for. Okay, so let's see what happens here. We should get a note.
You
There we
awaken
go.
as
Okay.
the sun begins to rise.
Perfect. Hey, Open Flames.
The note says, "Meet me at the castle gates tonight. We have much to talk about.
Okay.
Katrina."
All right, Katrina. We'll do. So yeah, I believe this is the start of the end game. So we're kind of locked into the last bit of the game now.
It's a garlic souffle, Mordavian style.
Okay. And then we got to do the same thing again. So that's the second class. The third class is the one I had today, actually. Meets on Saturdays. That was the only time that I could fit in a third class with my limited set I could choose from. And that one's the history of TV broadcasting in the U.S. So, like, the first two or so classes were like 1950s sitcoms and the NBC, ABC, CBS shows. And then this week was advertising, for how the advertising industry works.
You've never seen so many locks.
It is very dangerous in Mordavia at night. We always keep things locked up when it gets dark. I will let you out for now. If you wish to return later this evening, just knock on the door. If you do not make it back by the closing of the inn, may you rest in peace.
All right. Let's make a hard save here. Meeting Katrina. So that's definitely what we're about to do. So yeah, that class is also, it's just once a week. But here's the thing about
The massive gate.
like time management and how the courses are laid out. So I pretty much have things due, or like classes, either a class or something major due every single day of the week. And some things I can't do early. They'll only give it to you like the day before it's due, which is really annoying. So that's why I can't really have a really set in stone schedule for when I'm gonna stream, because some days I just don't know if I'm gonna be available.
How nice of you to come. I'm afraid I accidentally signed the wrong name to your note. It's been ages since we last met. Come here and let me look at you.
As you approach Ad Avis, he stares deep into your eyes. You feel yourself drifting, floating, lost. Ad Avis has taken control of your mind.
You fool! Did you really believe you could get away from me? I have you now, and you will pay for my death. It is you that caused me to become a vampire. If you had not killed me, I would never be forced to serve the Dark Master again. You probably blame me for all the problems around here, don't you? You understand nothing. The Dark Master is the cause of all the woe that is here. The Dark Master brought you here against my better judgment. The Dark Master made me what I am now, a Nosferatu, and seeks to do the same to you. But I shall spare you that fate. I will mercifully end your miserable existence. Then the Dark Master and I will call forth eternal darkness, and we will no longer be limited to travel at night. Together, my master and I will create an army of undead, and we will conquer the world. Pity you won't be there to witness this. You cannot stop us now. You will never find your way out of this dungeon, and only a stake through the heart or more magic than you will ever have can stop us. You will die, knowing that you were destroyed by the Dark Master. Ah, the sun now rises, and I must go to my rest. You too shall rest. I will not allow you the chance to escape your fate, or to use that stake and hammer I torment you with here. Weapons of my destruction so close at hand, and yet so far. Sleep now, great hero. Tomorrow, you die.
You find yourself falling asleep.
Acting.
You wake up from what you thought was a nightmare, only to discover that it's only too real.
What time is it? Oh, almost nightfall. Okay. All right, so I'm curious what happens if I do rest, sleep till morning.
This would not be a...
Interesting. So even like well into the night, they're just...
You're getting...
Huh. Okay. Well, sure. Alright. So luckily Ada V's did not take any of our items, including our lockpick.
You open the lock on the chains easily. It seems your foe has underestimated you once again. It does seem odd, though, that he didn't bother to remove your backpack.
Sure. Alright. Take these.
You pick up the heavy hammer and store it in your pack. You take the wooden stake and stake its claim in your pack.
Eh?
That didn't do. You hear the sound of voices on the other side of the door. It's barred on the other side, but you can see and hear the two guards through a peephole in the door.
What's going on in there? The master didn't say nothing about guarding no prisoner.
It's the Adaby guy's orders. So what? He gives us something to do.
I don't likes it. I think Adaby's guy's trying to pull a fast one on the master. She's not gonna like this.
You wants to go down there and tell her?
No way.
Then shut up!
So they say go down there and tell her.
Hey, what I don't get is why the Adaby's guy brings the stake down there. Why give a weapon to the enemy even if you got him chained up?
Who knows? Maybe Ada's gonna put a stake through the prisoner's heart.
You know, there's a secret passage to the master's room from the dungeon.
Yeah? So what?
I don't know, but I sure thinks there's gonna be trouble.
Okay. So I have a feeling if there's a secret passage, it's probably right here.
Now that you look closely, there does seem to be something a bit odd about the design of the Iron Maiden. You take a deep breath and step inside.
Oh, all right.
You're in a lady's richly decorated bedroom. The coffin, where there should be a bed, seems a bit out of place, but there's no accounting for tastes.
I don't know. That seems pretty comfy. All right. Kill Katrina, awaken Katrina, cop a feel, kiss Katrina. So we are a thief right now. Let's steal a feel.
She won't duck away this time. You decide to perform an anatomical survey to prove once and for all whether or not Katrina is in fact a vampire. Squeezing the cold but soft flesh, you have no choice but to conclude that she really is undead. Whoops! Suddenly you find yourself totally unable to move.
You! What What are you... How dare you! Try to kill me, will you?
Oh, yeah. Yes.
How dare you! You break into my home, steal away my child, kill my servant, Toby, and then return to kill me? After I befriended you and helped you. Some hero you are.
Kids, cover your eyes.
I should leave you here to rot. I should let the rats gnaw your bones while you hang there. Give me one reason, one excuse why I should not leave you here to die.
This always works. Every time.
Tell me you love me and then try to put a stake in my heart, no doubt. Don't you dare say those words to me. After all you have done to hurt me so far. The truth, now! Or I will make certain you regret lying to me. Why did you come here?
Alright. Didn't work the first time. Guaranteed the second time.
You have no idea how many men have said those words to me before. Katrina, you are so beautiful. Katrina, I love you. Always they lie and try to use me. No one uses me. No one. So, my darling, if you want to leave this room alive, stop lying to me. I have decided that I still have a use for you. Alive.
It worked, boys.
If you help me, you may still manage to leave Mordavia without my mark upon you. I want you to seek out the 5 missing Dark One rituals and return to the castle. Together we will summon the Dark One and bring eternal night to this land. You will help me, won't you? Or must I take more drastic measures to assure your obedience?
Well, can't say no.
You tell Katrina that you'll do anything at all, if she'll just let you go and not rip your throat out.
Very well. But because I can never completely trust you, I will make certain you carry out my bidding. By my will, I guess thee.
Audio
Thou
compression.
shalt seek the heart ritual of the Dark One. Thou shalt seek the blood ritual of the Dark One. Thou shalt seek the breath ritual of the Dark One. Thou shalt seek the bone ritual of the Dark One. Thou shalt seek the sense ritual of the Dark One. Return with these rituals ere 3 nights pass, lest ye suffer. Thus is your guess. So go and return with the rituals soon. I would not want you to suffer after all.
Okay. I'm pretty sure you can just leave this screen and come back. Let's see. And the door should be open. Yep. Okay. Got it. Hey, Shaded. Game? Okay. That was a pixel off. So yeah, Adavis, if y'all don't remember, I don't blame you. Adavis is the guy from Quest for Glory 2.
Oh, what a good boy you are. You would never do anything to hurt me, would you? Unlike some others I could name. So, you have returned with the rituals. Good. Very good. We will journey at once to the Dark One's cave. Soon, it will be forever night, and I shall never be at anyone's mercy again.
All right.
Ya Avuzel, hear me, great Dark One. Open thy mouth that we may enter. Open thy mouth that will swallow us all. Open thy mouth of darkness, Ya Avuzel.
That is all I can do for you, the law. You will need to perform the other rituals yourself. Okay? So that was the open mouth ritual.
We will be watching you, so do not even think of trying to betray us.
The last ritual remains with the High Priest. You will need to take it before you begin the other rituals. Please, be careful.
Yes, we would hate for anything unpleasant to happen to you.
Enter now, and good luck.
Sure. Well, then I bet the Dark One would be even more mad. So I think this is the High Priest down here.
As awful as it now appears, something about the creature's shape suggests that it was once as human as you. Something truly terrible must have occurred to change it to its current shape. The horrible being seems to be asleep.
Okay.
You see an old leather-bound book.
So I think that is the final ritual, if I remember correctly. Okay. Yeah, this is the cave from the very start of the game. It all kind of loops around. Alright, so we gotta be in sneak mode here. So I probably need to rope my way down. Do I even have rope? Is this... Okay. I really hope my sneak skill is high enough to pass this check.
You pick up the book and read it. It is the diary of the last boyar. It seems that the thing in the pit was the last boyar. Being a servant of the Dark One didn't do much for his looks or disposition. On the last page is the thing you have been searching for, the ritual of essence. Now you have all the rituals, and the summoning of the Dark One can begin. The book crumbles into dust in your hands moments after you memorize the final ritual.
Okay. Alright, good. It appears my sneak is high enough. Okay. So let's see. Other stream-related things here. So there's just this week there was a special memory card for the PS1 that got announced and is going to be coming out next month, where you can test the rope.
Cautiously test the rope before crossing. It feels as though it's firmly anchored on both ends of the chasm.
So I'm going to be getting one of those in a month or so for PS Explosion. PS Explosion will continue. The next game is Bomberman, I think. Bomberman, Rayman, and then Saga Frontier, which I am maximum hyped for. Let's see. So that's it for that. For other general stream games, let's get some
After
stamina back here. Llama Lana 2 is gonna be soon-ish. Soon
this is
TM.
not a good place.
Wait. That... Do I have a different dagger I could use for this? I could have sworn you were... Huh. Maybe you're supposed to lockpick this. Insert lockpick into door sphincter. Oh, or it just opens. Okay, sure. Yeah, there used to be those third-party cards that had like a what's called a 6-segment LCD on it. Or LED, 6-seg LED that could do like 0 through 9 numbers on it, and those would be the pages of your memory card. Let's see. So this was the room that we started the game in, and
You put the torch back in the... You take...
okay. So I think I have to light.
You light the torch in the scope.
Yeah, there we go. We have to light that one. Put this one in here.
You put the torch...
And then...
torch glow. The altar feels strangely warm to your touch, but leaves a deeper chill somewhere within you.
Bone ritual. This is a pretty bony room, so this is probably the one we need for this.
That didn't do it. That didn't do it. That... There are lines in the sand, as if it has been used in the past to form pictures. There is no apparent pattern to the lines at the moment. Torch. This is some kind of altar to the Dark One. The top is covered with sand. Torch holders flank the altar to provide light for nameless rites and unspeakable rituals.
Hey, Hams.
The altar feels strange. You take... You put the...
Okay. Was there something... Image of a pair of crossbones at the top. Rest is written in... Okay. So we have some bones here from the other thing. Maybe put some bones.
That didn't do it.
Bones over here.
That didn't do it. That did.
Just start boning up the place here.
That didn't.
All right. If I take the torch again, maybe I can.
The altar feels strangely warm to your touch.
I have to use it on myself?
The ritual isn't designed to be used that way. You need to read it in the appropriate place at the correct time. The altar doesn't look quite... The altar doesn't look quite ready.
Yeah, the altar doesn't look quite right. So I'm pretty sure you have to have both torches lit and there.
Put the torch...
And then you just use the ritual on it, and then it does the thing.
That did...
Maybe I'm not clicking in the right spot?
There are lines in the sand, as if it has been used... Nothing. There are
lines in the sand. So what?
There are lines... That did... No one... It doesn't...
Huh.
This is some kind of altar to the Dark One. The top is...
Shit. Shit, maybe I gotta get out the manual here.
The altar feels strangely warm. That didn't. This torch is The altar feels... You take the...
What? I'm not even clicking anywhere near where the torch was, but... Okay. Sure.
The altar feels strangely warm to your touch. The altar feels... The altar... The altar... The altar... You put the torch...
I'm not sure what... Maybe this thing?
That didn't do anything. That did... You press the Dark One sign against the top of the altar. The sand swirls and shifts to form a mirror image of the sign. The Dark One sign dissolves into the sand, its purpose fulfilled at last.
I don't remember having to do that. But okay.
You unroll the scroll containing the bone ritual.
We did it.
Words are visible at last, and you begin to perform the ritual. Ya Avuzal, Dark One, come! I stand among your massive bones. Let your skeleton once more be filled with your presence. The rocks of the cave creak and groan around you, as if forced to bear some massive weight. Ya Avuzal, take shape once more in this place that is your home. Stand again among us. The bones near the altar start to sway and move, as if a massive wind was blowing change through the cavern. Ya Avuzal, Dark One, come. As you complete the ritual, the scroll turns to dust in your hands. Suddenly you realize that the nearest bones have formed into a cage and are closing around you.
Uh-oh. Issue. Oh, actually. I think this is what you're supposed to do. Hop. Oh, geez. I realized a little too late what you're supposed to do there. Oh my god. Okay. We gotta do all that again. No way. Where's the autosave? Was there really no autosave in that room? Bro, okay. Alright, we speedrun this then. That's annoying. Alright, at least we know what to do now. So let's see. Other non-Peace Explosion game stuff. So, Llama Lana 2, we'll get to. For VR stuff, now that I got the sweet new Pimax ultra-wide headset, and a quick enough computer to keep up with VR stuff properly, let's see, the Talos Principle, which is a like first-person puzzle game, I think.
You pick up the book on the book.
Is what that one is, made by the Serious Sam studio. There is a game that is like Half-Life Alyx, but actually came out before Half-Life Alyx. I forget what it's called, but I picked it up in the Steam sale. There's like a half a dozen or so VR things that I'd like to do. Let's see. What else? There's a game called The Outer Wilds. Alright, test it first. Walk the tightrope. Hey there, Coochie. Yeah, I've heard nothing but good things about Talos Principle. Like, apparently it's also a speed game. Not that I speedrun anymore, but people did speedrun it that I know. But yeah, the Outer Wilds, not the Outer Worlds, the Outer Wilds. Which I guess is also like a first-person, like puzzle exploration type deal, I think. Like the people that love Outer Wilds will not shut up about the Outer Wilds, so there's got to be something good about it, and I've liked what I've seen from the promotional stuff for it, so I'll give that one a look, because I got that in the Steam sale. Let's see, Doom 2016 and Doom Eternal. I have played Doom 2016 before. I would like to replay it, and Doom Eternal I've not played before. So those two, I'd like to do. Put this in there. Control.
Press the dark one.
I would like to play. All right, let's save here so we don't get blown up. Yeah, apparently Outer Wilds is a slow burn.
You unroll? Yeah.
But I am fully prepared for that. Okay, so this time we're going to acrobat away. There you go. That's how you escape that. Let's see. Final Fantasy VII Remake.
You take the torch.
I played through that game, I think 3 full times already off stream, because I played that one when I was really sick. And I'd like to do a proper stream playthrough of that. Even though I think that's getting a PC port at some point in the near future. But whatever. Nothing wrong with the PS4 version.
You force the sphincter open with your dagger and pass through.
Kids, close your eyes. Okay. Alright. So this is how the game tells you which sphincter to go after next. Let's see. So there's also some other stuff on Xbox Game Pass for PC that interested me, but not like enough to push it further up the queue. I'm gonna make another separate save here. I don't trust this area. Okay. Because yeah, if y'all don't know about Xbox Game Pass for PC, it's like the best. Well, Xbox Game Pass period is just kind of the best deal in gaming. Because it's $10 a month, and it's legit like 100+ games, like actual good games that you'd want to play that you get access to. And I think for $15, it's the PC and Xbox. So if you have an Xbox, it's even more value to it. Like I bought it just for Flight Sim, MS Flight Sim. Okay, so this is the
The
blood.
rough stone altar is covered with dark stains as of blood long since dried to powder. Feel a creepy, uneasy sensation whenever you pass near it.
Okay. So it looks like I can maybe jump up there if I need to.
You unroll the scroll containing the blood ritual. Words are visible at last, and you begin to perform the ritual. Ya, a woozle, bringer of blood, I bring fresh blood to fill your veins. Following the scroll's instructions, you prick your finger and let a few drops of blood drip into the altar bowl. They seem to sizzle and roil within the black bowl. Ya, a woozle, let this chamber fill with your fiery blood once more. Drops of thick acid liquid begin to form and drip from the altar into the bowl. Ya, a woozle, bringer of blood! The dark liquid oozes forth from openings throughout the chamber and begins to fill the channels below. The blood hisses and sizzles as it flows. The scroll falls from your hands into the altar bowl, where it is instantly consumed by the acid. A thick, putrescent liquid now oozes and flows through the cave. It looks highly corrosive and in general like something you'd best avoid.
Okay. I don't trust Sure 2 now. So I think I have to acrobat my way out of here, because I don't believe I can backtrack. Okay, so I think this is how they intend you to solve this.
You move as close as you can get to the island, then try a death-defying acrobatic leap towards it.
I don't like the way that's described. Okay, all right.
Why would you want to jump there?
Because it's a platform. But all right. Okay. All right. We survived Cave 2. Okay. Sphincter number 3. What is behind sphincter number 3? Probably poop, but let's make sure. Oh, this one. Okay. I remember this from the speedrun because this room is awful. Okay. Place your bets how many times I die in this room. It's probably going to be double digits. if my memory is correct. This room is awful.
It's another valve or sphincter, much like the one through which you entered. The stone bubbles have joined here into what almost appears to be a monster head. The rough stone altar is covered with dark stains as of blood long since dried to powder. You feel a creepy, uneasy sensation whenever you pass near it.
Okay. All right.
You unroll the scroll containing the breath ritual. The words are visible at last, and you begin to read the ritual. Ya, a woozle of the breath of night, I shall come to draw forth your breath in the song of shadows. On the most right horn shall I begin thy song. The shadows of darkness gather. Ya, a woozle, then shall I play on the leftmost of 3. The wind shall come forth among the shadows. I shall bring breath again unto thy centre. The wind of darkness blows all before it. Ya, a woozle of the breath of night, I shall sound the final note on high. The shadows of darkness shall rise again. You sense an awakening and a waiting within the altar, as if it is alive and expecting something more.
Okay. Right, left, center, and then high? I might not actually die double digits here, now that I kind of know what it is, but from what I remember, the tricky part was the hotspot for which of these to click on. If you accidentally click on the wrong one, like Like here. I'll show you what happens if you do the wrong one. This one won't count.
Doesn't say much.
That really sucks. Alright. So that doesn't count. I did that just to show what happens. So it's the one on the right. Okay. What? What? I used the ritual, didn't I? I guess I didn't. Okay.
You unroll the scroll.
Okay. You have to use that first. Alright, it's the one on the right. What? Is it the other right? You
take a deep breath, then blow hard into the hollow tentacle.
Okay. Left. Was the wording your left? The wording must have been your left.
You take a deep breath. You straighten out your... That did...
See, this area was a problem in the speedrun, too. What? Okay, maybe we will get to double digits on this one.
You unroll the... Yeah! On the most right horn
most right horn.
Begin thy song. Yeah! A woozle.
Play on the leftmost.
Then shall I play on the leftmost. I shall bring breath again unto thy centre. Yeah, a woozle of the breath of night. I shall sound the final note on high. You sense... So
there's one down there. Oh, there's tentacles down here. Okay. So it's...
You take a deep breath, then blow hard into the hollow tentacle.
Okay. Alright. And then the leftmost one.
You take a deep breath, then blow hard into the hollow tentacle.
Hey. Okay. Alright. It's really hard to notice those down there. Alright, center.
You take a deep breath, then blow hard into the hollow tentacle. Stone bubbles have joined here. It's another valve or sphincter, much like the one through which you entered.
Okay. And then I think I have to time this. Like I'm not really sure how you solve this as a thief. I'm guessing wait until that closes and then jump across. So like here's what happens if I just try to walk back. So I don't have access to my inventory here. Oh, okay. I can kind of move. Okay. That works too, I guess. Though I am curious if once this loads here, I am curious if you can just do this.
Why would you?
Apparently not. Okay. All right, I guess that's how you do it. You just have to climb down. So you just spam click down. Sure. Okay. Okay. All right. Sphincter number 4. Come on down. I think I need to get my HP back, though, before doing the next room. If memory serves correctly, this last one is also some bullshit.
You feel totally numb. Can't see anything, feel anything, hear anything, taste anything, or even smell anything. Is this totally senseless? No one seems to be listening. Maybe you'd better, see what you can do about regaining some more of your senses before you bother trying to look around anymore.
Sense ritual. Okay, can we just use it here?
That didn't do anything. The ritual isn't designed...
No. Okay.
The exit seems to be sealed. There's no way out until you reawaken the senses in this cave.
All right.
Wait. You just felt something, hard and round with some spiky bits sticking out. Your sense of touch has returned.
Cool. So if memory serves, this room is, I think, C-shaped. Like this, with the altar being in the back right part of the room. Uh-oh, where am I? All right, how about...
Why?
Dang it. Maybe I was supposed to touch that that thing. It was like right here.
That didn't... That feels like the exit. That
Okay.
did... You feel a cluster of round, spiky balls.
Oh, all right.
That... Wow! Did something just die in here? Your sense of smell has just returned with a vengeance. You kind of wish it hadn't.
Uh-oh. The law must have gotten COVID at some point. Should have washed your hands better.
You hear a loud, almost explosive pounding and something like rushing water. After a moment, you realize that you're hearing the sounds of your own heartbeat and of the blood pulsing through your veins. You stand still for a second until the sounds subside to a dull throb. You can hear again.
Okay.
Blinding glare assaults your vision, and you nearly fall from the path. It's as if you're staring directly at the sun. After a bit, you still see stars. Now at last you can see the cave you're in. Ahead of you lies the altar.
Okay. Definitely want to save here. So I remember this room getting dangerous after you did the ritual.
You begin to read the sense ritual before the altar. Ya Avuzel! Dark calls unto darkness. Reach out thy tentacles to feel life again. Let the sense of this world permeate thy smell. Ya Avuzel! The sounds of our world are loud in thine ears to do with what thou will. Let the light and shadow of this world enter thy sight. Let thine own shadow of darkness cover the world without the need of light. Ya Avuzel! Dark calls unto darkness. As you complete the ritual, the scroll turns to dust in your hands. You hear a crackling noise and see flashes of lightning from the dendrites as the smell of ozone permeates the air.
Okay. Yeah, so from what I remember, the spiky things start putting out shocks. And if you get too close to one, it does a lot of damage. So I don't think I can just rappel down from there to the exit, because I think you take damage from those. So I think this, you just have to time it. Oh, yeah, so that's a lot of damage. So this is like the fire cave in Quest for Glory 2. Alright. Take some healing.
You start
here.
to take the pill, but then realize that you don't need it now.
Isn't that a health restore? Oh. The yellow one is health restore, sure.
That feels good.
Because that makes more sense. I'm not sure if you're supposed to damage... Oh, man! No! This is... Dang it! Alright, we got a runaway MT-32 here. Alright, hold on. It'll fix itself in a second. Once it reprograms itself. There we go. See, that's the problem with using an MT-32, is that when the game crashes, it also crashes the music driver, and it just Oh, man. Hopefully we can make it through there, because, like, the end of the game is literally right after that. Oh, man. Always way ladder. Well, I remember in the old Daggerfall speedruns, it would do a similar thing of like, hey, halfway through the run, suddenly the music is just going to play this one note forever now. I wonder if it did that because I damage boosted through the end. What? I wonder if they intend for you to jump around these.
What?
Either that or like throwing
This
jag
is
at
not a
them.
good.
No. Oh man. Okay.
That feels good.
Well. No. All right. Hopefully. All right. You can do it, game. Oh, man. Okay. Let's get into this to stop the MT-32. So what can I do about this? Uh-oh. All right. Hold on, MT-32. Okay. That's another way to do it, I guess. Let's try this. Give it the old turn it off and turn it back on. And you get to see how long it takes for my circa 1999 authentic PC to turn on and off. So let's see what else. Something I think non-PS Explosion I'll be playing in the near future. I promised over a year ago, I think at this point, that I was going to play through Nights into Dreams on the Sega Saturn. That's been on my to-do. Sorry, that's really loud, by the way. That's been on my to-do since I think January 2020. So I'll finally actually play that one. Okay. I'm not going to mess with the CPU speed at all. I'm just going to jump right into it and see what happens. And we're going to hope for the best. Though, what might happen is I get hit by that lightning bolt thing, and because my CPU is turned up to full speed, it kills me instantly. Is something that might happen. Hopefully it doesn't. All right, we're going to make a separate save here. All right, and then hope for the best. We're going to sneak through the door. Hey! All right, we did it. Maybe it's running through the door is what crashes. Okay. We in there. Okay.
rough stone altar is covered with dark stains as of blood long since dried to powder. You feel a creepy, uneasy sensation whenever you pass near it.
Okay. Because the CPU is running faster, it's actually causing the mouse to move around different.
The scroll containing the heart ritual. The words are visible at last, and you begin to perform the ritual. Ya, Avuzel, Master of Darkness, your servant stands now before your heart of darkness. Let your heart pulsate again with power and life. You feel a heavy throbbing sensation from your own heart, as if some force is trying to rip it free from your chest. Ya, Avuzel, let the heart of darkness force the black blood through your veins. The pressure on your chest relaxes as the stone heart begins to pulse and throb with unearthly energy. Ya, Avuzel, Master of Darkness. As you complete the ritual, the scroll turns to dust in your hands. The rumbling noise grows louder as a passage opening appears in the ceiling above the heart altar.
Okay. So I think I have to climb up onto this. Oh, alright, sure.
Very good. You have succeeded where many have failed. Begin the final ritual. Soon the darkness will return to this land, and I will never lie helpless in my coffin again. Summon Avuzel and free the shadows of darkness.
Enough talk! Let's get this over with.
I do believe you are jealous. Is that because this hero stopped you from summoning Iblis so long ago? You resent the fact that I triumph while you fail, don't you?
I only wish to begin your moment of triumph, my dear Dark Master.
Very well. Let the final ritual begin.
You begin to recite the final ritual.
Do I have the final ritual?
Ya, Avuzel, we summon thee. Cold chill fills you, and you feel as if your blood was being sucked from your veins. Still you continue. Oh, great Dark One, enter the world of light. You feel as if your feet were slowly and painfully dissolving into the floor as if by acid. Somehow you continue the essence ritual. Oh, shadows of darkness, enter the land of the living. Your arms feel as if they were frozen, locked forever holding this paper. You continue to speak because you have no other choice. Oh, Master of the forever night, return to your own body and live again. Your head aches, and it's getting incredibly difficult to concentrate. You can barely intone the last words of the ritual. Ya, Avuzel, we summon thee.
Yes! Yes! The spell is completed, and Avuzel awakens. Darkness will fill the land, and we will never flee the sunshine again. No! How dare you!
Ah, you have just shattered the bonds which bound me. Now we shall see who is the true Dark Master.
I am still a far greater master of magic than you. I am a far more powerful vampire than you. Do you really think your spells can harm me? Guess again.
Suddenly arpeggios.
But my dear Katrina, I do not need to cast spells at you to destroy you. I intend only to destroy my enemy, the one you seem so fond of. Can't you want to die?
No! I will not let him die!
Where'd her accent go? Uh-oh.
Fool! I knew that a Vuzel would be attracted by that spell. Now Katrina will have all the darkness she so desired. And much, much more. Ah, the first part of my vengeance is complete. Now I can enjoy fully watching you die slowly and painfully.
The tendrils you clutch so desperately are starting to slip through your numb fingers. You cannot hold on much longer. Still, there is a fire burning inside you as you realize that Katrina truly cared for you. You know that you must stop Adavis once more and forever, and prevent the Dark One from fully entering this world.
There's no place you can run to, and no place for you to hide. Soon there won't even be a place to stand upon. Getting worried, great hero?
Yes. Worried enough to make a save here. Okay. So we've got the ultimate joke here. Let's laugh at him first.
What are you laughing about? Are you mad?
Sure.
It is such a pleasant sight to see you grovel. You do it so well.
Yeah, make the sign.
You adopt the traditional thief sign position, wiggling the fingers of your right hand and rubbing your belly with your left hand. No one seems particularly impressed.
Didn't work.
You tell Adavis that you have contacted the Wizards Institute of Technocery, and every wizard who ever lived is waiting outside to destroy him.
I don't believe you.
You inquire if Adavis would believe all the members of the Eternal Order of Fighters are coming to beat him to a pulp.
Of course not.
You ask if Adavis would believe that the Burgomeister is waiting outside with a warrant for his arrest.
Enough of this foolish waste of time. I'm going to destroy you for good this time.
Alright. Ultimate joke.
You tell the ultimate joke about the wizard and the farmer's daughter. That's a killer.
You think to delay your demise by telling stupid jokes? That wasn't even funny.
Despite his protestations, Adavis begins to laugh. In a few moments, he's doubled over, still laughing uncontrollably. Now's your chance!
Alright, my chance to... So there's a big crystal here.
You don't have time to deal with the crystal right now. Adavis is trying to kill you.
So we've had this staff. Actually, does this... Can I just... Oh! Okay. I thought he was used the staff, but no, you just throw 2 daggers. Also, our crotch is on fire right now. This seems like an issue. Yes, I'm looking very heroic. I'm currently on fire, but... Sure.
A luminescent crystal pulses with magical energy. This must be the crystal in which Irana was trapped during her final battle against the Dark One.
Alright. Loins burning for Katrina, that's true. And in the next game, Quest for Glory 5, we will have a choice to make. We'll have a choice to make regarding Katrina and the person we're about to meet.
You touch the staff of Irana to the crystal.
Thank you. You have freed me from my long imprisonment and this land from its own danger. I have driven Avuzel back to its own dimension, and I shall make certain it can never return. The darkness is banished forever from Mordavia because of you. My spirit is released, and I am no longer trapped by the Dark One. Thank you. I can hold this image no longer. Farewell.
Alright, We're no longer on fire.
2 weeks pass from the final encounter in the Dark One's cave. Your friends and acquaintances in Moldavia hold a party in your honor at Castle Borgov.
So even as we speak, the swamp is drying up. Soon the pass will open, and we may trade with the outside world.
Got lots of garlic to trade.
NAFTA because we have to. We can finally sell our produce to others.
Yeah, we'll export garlic to all parts of the world. Everybody will be stinky.
We can even import an elephant or two, just for old time's sake.
The king has sent word that I shall be the newly appointed boyar. Castle Borgov will again protect and guard Moldavia.
He could not have chosen a worthier person for the role. And I mean that sincerely.
We have gathered here to thank this hero. He has driven away the shadows of darkness from this land. Moldavia will again be the peaceful, beautiful land of our forefathers.
The people fill the room with their cheers.
He returned Tanya to us. For that, we shall be forever grateful.
He proved that dreams can be real if you work to make them so.
He brought me back to my mommy and daddy, and you know what? They weren't even mad at me.
Everyone again gives a cheer of happiness.
Igor be in grave if not for hero friend. Instead of redhead, Igor be deadhead. Little graveyard humor there.
I would have been burned at the stake only because I am a gypsy, if this hero had not befriended me.
That's because some people whose names I won't mention, but you know who you are, spread nasty rumors that gypsies were werewolves. How foolish to believe such things.
There are many here who owe their lives and happiness to this hero. In a land with a history of great heroes like Pyotr and Irana, he is one of the greatest.
Again, the hall is filled with cheers of excitement. You suddenly hear a familiar pair of voices.
There, that's it. I believe this crystal ball is finally working. Do you see anything, Fenris?
Yeah, I see him. He's with a bunch of people. It's either a reward ceremony or a lynch mob.
What? Let me see. Well, it's a reward ceremony, of course. He's probably done some great deed, as usual.
So now what?
Well, seeing that his adventure in Moldavia is obviously over, we bring him here to Silmaria, of course.
Suppose he doesn't want to come here.
Ah, you forget. He is a hero. Silmaria needs a hero right now. Everyone knows a hero has to go where a hero has to go.
Let's hope he knows that. Just make sure you use the right spell to teleport. The last time you tried this, you brought the clothes and left the person behind.
This time, for sure.
All right. Thief the Law, the hero of Mordavia. By the way, the game said those were familiar voices. In this playthrough of 1 to 5, we never actually met those two in the first game. I intentionally didn't go to their house, so they're not familiar to the law here. All right. Congratulations.
If you have not already done so, we encourage you to play Shadows of Darkness again with the other character types. Many of the puzzles are different or have alternate solutions.
Well,
in the meantime, you are already a winner.
I'm a winner.
Please insert a writable disk in your floppy drive to save your winning hero for use in later Quest for Glory games.
Where am I saving these to? This would have been a good thing to check earlier. I think it's save UFG 4? Alright, hopefully this works.
The save character file has been created.
Alright, we did.
Save this disc for use with later Quest for Glory games from Sierra Online. Thank you for playing Quest for Glory, Shadows of Darkness. Congratulations again on winning. We hope to see you again in a future Quest for Glory.
Thanks, John Rhys Davies. So yeah, quality game. Not my favorite in the series, but still very good. And some max volume MT32 to go along with the credits. So it also said that a lot of the puzzles and solutions are different for the other classes. That's not quite true. That's kind of stretching the definition of a lot. I think in this game especially, there's pretty substantial overlap. Like, I think the biggest differences between the routes in the games, it's like 2 has probably the biggest differences, then 1, 3, and then 4. And then 5, there's very little difference in 5. Alright, so much larger staff for this one, as the games got more and more complicated. Yeah, the fighter solution is just fight it. Problem solved. Though it seems the further into the series you get, the less like deep stuff you end up doing. Alright, then it just loops. Alright, successfully completed. You get the game over screen for some reason, with the game over music. I don't know, that maybe could have been handled differently. But okay, sure. Alright, let me make sure that it actually saved the exported character before I move on from this one. Okay, there it is. Shadows.save. What does this look like? Uh-huh. Bunch of numbers. We are the law. And that's all of our stats, probably inventory, and all that. So that's what the save files look like. Okay. And I'm pretty sure I have 5 working. Let me just make sure. Like, I'm not going to play it tonight, but I'm pretty sure it works. I'm pretty sure it works. My computer is completely unresponsive right now. There we go. Okay. I think there's supposed to be a... I'm pretty sure there's supposed to be a cutscene that plays. Does this play properly? Okay, yes. Make sure the character imports properly, because I remember that being a thing. So they give you a stock paladin character. Ooh, okay, I gotta move the folder, or the file into some folder. Oh, right there. Okay, so let's make sure that works. Okay. All right. Make sure the law made it safely to Silmaria. Import. Shadows. Hey, look at that. There's the law. There's all of our stats. Okay, good. So we are good to do Quest for Glory 5. when I next pick up that one. But that will not be tonight. Okay, let's get the timer on this. And wrap up QFG 4 here. I don't know why Rainwave isn't showing titles for me anymore. I don't know if they changed that or what. Oh, speaking of things that changed, this is the first stream that I've done after a period of not streaming where YouTube, 1, did not break anything, and 2, they actually fixed something that I sent in a bug report for. The YouTube stream dashboard actually works now. And I'm pretty sure it's because of my bug report I sent in. So this is one of the few times ever that I will give YouTube credit for actually improving their service. Because it is very rare when they do that. But they actually did. They actively improved their service since the last time I streamed. Oh, man. Alright. Quest for Glory, Shadows of Darkness. Completed? Yes. We in there. Okay, things I liked. Shit, I'm not sure if Peepo works on the new system here. I'll be surprised if Peepo works. Much better art than the other games. Okay. Alright. Peepo does work. Let's see here. Great music. Great voice acting, especially the narration. The nearest and the narration. Like, usually if there's narration in a game, it's usually overdone or not to my taste, I guess. Like, I know the Supergiant games use a lot of narration heavy in their stuff, and I don't like their approach to it. So it's nice when a game has a lot of narration and it's not obtrusive and it's well written, which I think Shadows of Darkness pulled off. But probably because they paid a lot of money to John Rhys-Davies and had good writing on this. Probably. Let's see. Fun combat system if you choose to actually fight. So this is the Quest for Glory that had the kind of side camera fighting game style combat system, because between Quest for Glory 3 and 4, the developers had seen and played Street Fighter 2, because that had come out in arcades around that time, and they made the call of, hey, this combat system works pretty well, let's put it into our game, and I think the game is better off for it. It's a pretty nice combat system. Is this Persona 3? This sounds like Persona 3 to me. Let's see. Of course, we'll see the combat system change again in the next game for the worse, arguably. But it's nice that this was in Quest for Glory 4 for as long as we had it, I guess. Anything else that really sticks out? Characters are much more fleshed out in this one than the other ones. It's probably because there's voice acting for this is probably why it feels like you get to know the characters a lot more, and it's not just let's go talk to Lion Man and read a wall of text of what he's got to say about demons. Instead, they can talk at you for a wall of text. But I think it comes off a lot better in this one than it did in the earlier ones. And there's a lot more growth for getting to know characters. Characters had more of an arc to them than they did in the previous games. Because like the earlier games, like you talk to a shopkeeper and then they would just sell you something different later in the game. But in this, like every single person in the game had a problem that you could solve or address, which is not something I feel you really had in the earlier ones. Which was nice. It gave you more to do. There's more to the world. I guess it felt more genuine that it had stuff like that. And I think that's it for things I liked. Things I didn't. Crashed a lot. A lot. So the game would crash every time I tried to get that bonsai tree, which you're required to do. Like we're probably up to triple digit crashes in this game. and this is with patches, by the way. This is on original hardware, but it's got patches to help mitigate a lot of the other crashes that can happen. And the game still crashed a whole lot. So that was a bummer. Not sure really what else I can really fault about this game though, besides the technical problems. Yeah, nothing else really sticks out to me. I never really felt stuck. The puzzles for the most part all had logical solutions to them. You could always look at the manuals that came with the game if you needed extra direction as to what do. I guess what kind of threw me for a loop was trying to find the Thieves Guild, and that was because I was clicking on the wrong pixels, I guess. Like there's a thief sign that showed something about, hey, there's something under the desk, and I think I was clicking on the floor under the desk, and you're supposed to click on the desk itself, and that was like half an hour I probably spent trying to get into that. So that could have been handled a bit better, I guess. But besides that, nothing else was really too obtuse about this game, which is nice. It feels like they smoothed over a lot of the gameplay bumps that the earlier games did. Let's see. Sphincters. Copperfield. Arpeggios. Crashing at really inopportune times. That's most of what I can remember. Okay, drum bass. I don't think it had any. Ale mouse. I don't think anything qualifies for that in this one. My sweet Logitech mouse likes to double click on me here. Difficulty is hard. The combat in the game can play itself, which is what I ended up doing from like the halfway point onwards, because I just didn't want to bother with the combat system. If you put it into strategic mode, the fighting is handled by AI, and the AI can do a way better job than the player can at the combat in this game. So that really trivializes a lot of that. As long as you make a map, it's really difficult to get lost in the game world, because it's large, but it's not too large as to be difficult to map, like some of the King's Quest games ended up being. Because there are a lot of screens that have just nothing on them, so it made it pretty easy to only label the screens that had something of interest. The puzzles, for the most part, all had logical solutions, but like I mentioned before, the thing about the Thieves Guild not being able to get into there, that was particularly annoying. I think periodically the game kind of nudges you along with the Katrina visits at night, like when she leaves a note saying, hey, let's meet up and talk. I think from time to time she'll kind of give you a push in the right direction, which, as we found out later in the game, it's because she wanted us to do the thing for her. And yeah, nothing too crazy there. So and I guess like this is kind of unrelated to difficulty, but if you're playing the game on a fast computer, you just get insta-killed by a few things in the game, like the haunted wraith rocks. So if you don't know the fix for that, then this game can be very difficult because you just get one shot by the thing. But besides that, so the difficulty with the technical problems and an obtuse puzzle or two, I would put this a step below mid-range, but I wouldn't say this is like just really, really easy. It's on the easy side for that one. And then rating 1 to 5. This is not my favorite Quest for Glory, but it's my second favorite. And this is a pretty easy 5 out of 5 for me. This is kind of the peak of the series for a lot of people. Like, I know 4 is the favorite for most people who play the series. It's not mine. Mine is 2. 2 is the best for me. But still, there's a lot to love about this. The voice acting was great. The art's great. The combat can be great if you decide to play it with arcade controls. All kinds of replayability for this, as long as you're okay with playing it 4 times. And yeah, it all fits neatly into the other games in the series. Like, there wasn't a whole lot of callbacks in like Quest for Glory 3 to the earlier ones. But 4, there certainly is callbacks to the earlier ones, which is nice. It kind of makes it clear that this game was meant to be part of the series rather than just an unrelated sequel, kind of like what 3 felt like at times. That they made sure that 4 actually tied things together neatly. And then 5, when we get to that one ties it all together neatly. For better or for worse, though, as we will see when we get to it. Alright, so that's how I feel about Quest for Glory Shadows of Darkness. This is the Thief route for it. Eventually we'll also be doing the Fighter/Paladin playthrough and then the Magic User playthrough at some point. Alright, there we go. So, that is that for Quest for Glory Shadows of Darkness. Next time I stream, it'll either be Quest for Glory 5, which will not be a one-sitting game, if I remember correctly. Like, the speed run for it, when you weren't doing the glitch at the very beginning, was almost 3 hours, I think. And that's with skipping a lot of text. So I have a feeling the playthrough of 5 will end up being shorter than this. But maybe about 8 hours or so for 5. So that might be what I do in the next stream, or the next stream might be Peace Explosion. Which, for Peace Explosion, we've got Bomberman Party Edition. That's the next one up here. After that's Rayman and then Saga Frontier. This one I'm absolutely looking forward to, which should be a great time when we get to that one. Or I might not play either, and I might play Nights into Dreams, because I said over a year ago that I would play that one on stream, so I should probably do that at some point, right? But yeah, that'll be the options for that. And if you missed it earlier, my stream schedule is going to change. So I will either be streaming in mid-afternoon Pacific time, like maybe 3 p.m. or 4 p.m. Pacific time for a few hours. And then a evening stream, maybe like 8 p.m., 9 p.m., 10 p.m. Because I do not do vampire hours anymore. I have to be up during the day to attend classes and all that. So I can't really stream late into the night anymore. It's a bummer, but it is what it is. I'll be able to do a vampire schedule again in the summer, but for now, no such luck. The Christmas nights and the dreams. Yeah, I know about that. I was debating actually doing a stream of Christmas nights on Christmas. As far as I'm aware, it's just a Christmas skin of nights, I think, like a variation of it. Like I guess we could take a look at it, or what we could do is, I know that there's two different paths in nights. There's like Elliots and not Elliots. Yeah, free reskin. Yeah, like maybe I'll do one of the paths in regular nights and then one of the other paths in Christmas nights, maybe. We'll see. I don't think I actually have it on my my optical drive emulator on my Saturn, so I'll have to fix that first before I actually do that. But yeah, that'll do it for the stream tonight. Like I said, I can't do long streams because class, even though I don't have class tomorrow, I wanted to keep this short because this is also kind of a test of my stream pipeline stuff. So I can already see that I dropped 1,600 frames during this, and I'll have to look at the logs and find out why, or if it actually affected the stream for you guys. I don't think I'm having that audio lockup and dropout issue that I had the last time I streamed, because I know that was a major issue, and I didn't see anybody say this time that it was happening, so I think that's fixed. And I'm pretty sure I did all the programming right to do the VOD posting automatic stuff. Another stream business change here is that if I'm not doing a game that requires it, I'll be streaming at 720p for retro stuff. So no more 1080p for like DOS games. But the flip side of that is, if I'm playing a game that would benefit from 120 FPS, I will stream at 120 FPS. So like when I'm doing like Doom and Doom Eternal, those will be at 1080p 120 hertz. YouTube does not support 120 FPS mode. At least last I saw, I don't know. It might like down frame rated or something, or reject the stream or whatever. But it will on my site be in 120 FPS, and I did the testing on that. It does actually work. I got the little UFO test and frame by framed it, and yeah, it totally does do 120 FPS. So if you have a high frame rate monitor or TV, you'll actually be able to see what I see for those games, and I got everything set up for that. That's why I was having those weird issues earlier with the audio channels not showing up, is because I was switching between profiles to test that stuff. And apparently there's an OBS bug that causes things to not get enabled when I switch profiles a lot. So, boy. But yeah, that'll be in the future. But for today, we're done. It's great seeing y'all again. I hope to actually be consistent with the streams, but again, it depends on if I have class that day, if I have work I need to do that day, if my inflammation isn't kicking up that day, if it feels like I'm not going to pass out that day, then I'll stream. But the days where everything lines up nicely, sometimes it just doesn't work out. So I don't think I'm going to disappear for 4 months again, like last time, but might not be streaming as often as I'd like to, but it is what it is. So hope y'all have a great day, night, morning, or evening, wherever you are. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time, which hopefully will be tomorrow. Have a good one.